Ever wondered what made Caterpillar the king of construction and unbeatable in the competition? It's one step to the manufacturing of blistering bulldozers with the name D10. Well, the first Cat D10 Dozer made its debut in September 1977, presenting a groundbreaking design unlike any other dozer of its time. The context to the launching of this amazing dozing product is mining companies needed a dozer more powerful than the D9, which was Cat's biggest model back then, to handle tougher rock and move larger amounts of material. Yet Cat Model D10 was manufactured and it met the demand with a durable undercarriage and a pioneering elevated sprocket, along with increased weight and horsepower. Sprocket design. The D10's elevated sprocket design offered numerous advantages to users. As it continues to do today, the sprocket supported a fully suspended high drive undercarriage, minimizing shock load feedback to the operator and enhancing comfort. Suspension. After the sprocket, the suspension allowed for more track contact with the ground by adjusting to the terrain, producing better traction. When it was introduced, the D10's superior ripping and pushing abilities revolutionized the mining industry. Engine. A combination of innovations at the point of combustion, ACER technology enhances engine performance while complying with EPA Tier 3 and EU Stage 3A emissions standards for off-road applications. Overhead cams. The engine features two single overhead cams, one per cylinder head, driven by gears located at the flywheel end. Positioning the cam gears at the flywheel end minimizes noise and vibration. To further reduce wear, two pendulum absorbers are mounted at the front of the camshafts. These elements work together to ensure the engine's long life and durability. ADEM A4 engine controller. Amazingly, the ADEM A4 electronic control module optimizes fuel delivery and airflow, maximizing performance per litre of fuel. It offers flexible fuel mapping, enabling the engine to adapt swiftly to varying application needs. It monitors engine and machine conditions, ensuring peak efficiency. C27 engine. Operating at a full rated net power of 580 horsepower at 1800 RPM with a high torque rise of 21%, the C27 engine's large displacement and high torque rise enable the D10T to handle tough materials. Paired with a high-efficiency torque divider and electronically controlled power shaft transmission, it delivers reliable performance and long-lasting service. C27 block. The C27 engine block improves airflow by eliminating internal bends and turns. Its design enhances structural strength through compaction and thicker walls, supporting higher compression ratios. MEUI fuel system. The interesting part is MEUI fuel system. Known for its reliability, it combines electronic control with direct mechanically controlled unit fuel injection. It effectively manages injection pressure across the engine's operating speed range, allowing precise control over injection timing, duration, and pressure. AT-AAC and airflow. The air-to-air aftercooling AT-AAC system keeps intake air temperatures low, working with tight tolerance combustion chamber components to maximize fuel efficiency and minimize emissions. Water-cooled turbochargers, a unique cross-flow head, single rear-driven overhead cams, and a more efficient intake manifold significantly improve airflow. Studies revealed that the cost per yard to move material with the D10 was on par with larger drag lines. Unlike lower drive tractors, the new undercarriage design kept the sprocket above the dirt, minimizing wear and tear on driveline components. This modular design also meant quicker service times, as technicians had easier access to the transmission, final drives, axles, and other components. In contrast, low drive tractors required the removal of multiple parts before technicians could reach a power module or other components. Once the brilliant machine was manufactured, producing good results, it had to go through advancement to enhance its impact. So several D10 model series changes throughout the last 46 years featured design upgrades, increases in horsepower, and engine updates to meet changing emissions standards. The new D10's most recent predecessor, the D10 T2, started production in 2014 and offered a machine for two different emissions categories, one designed to meet US EPA Tier 4 standards and another for US EPA Tier 2 equivalent standards. The D10 T2 featured upgrades to the cab plus upgrades to the electrical architecture, which allowed for more technology integration into machine design. Load sensing hydraulic. The amazing aspect was the newly introduced load sensing hydraulics that delivered more power to the ground for increased responsiveness and fuel efficiency. Engine, reverse horsepower. Being consumer-oriented yet keeping the customer demand in mind, the D10T2 was introduced as the first dozer in the industry to offer a high horsepower reverse, which was carried into the new D10 design as well. The powerful D10T2 had 600 horsepower in the forward direction, but power output jumped to 722 horsepower when travelling in reverse. The feature helped customers to reduce overall cycle times in downhill dozing applications. As uphill forces worked against the machine, the dozer automatically increased horsepower in reverse to maintain speed on grade. This allowed the operator to get the blade back in the dirt faster and move material quicker to increase productivity. C27 with Acer technology. The upgrade from the D10T to the D10T2 focuses on boosting productivity and fuel efficiency. The Cat C27 engine with Acer technology ensures powerful and reliable performance, delivering top productivity and a long service life. The C27 Acer engine operates at a full rated net power of 600 horsepower at 1800 RPM with a high torque rise of 21% in forward gears, allowing the D10T2 to handle tough material efficiently. Paired with a high-efficiency torque divider and electronically controlled power shift transmission, it promises years of dependable service. Air-to-air aftercooling. Bringing cooler air into the engine enhances power generation, reduces emissions, and improves fuel efficiency. The D10T2's air-to-air aftercooling system cools the hot, compressed air from the turbocharger, providing cooler, denser air to the intake system. Now we are moving on to the newest version of the D10 series. Previewed at Mine Expo and now in full production, the new D10 Dozer continues the legacy of its predecessors in productivity and hard rock ripping capabilities. The large dozer weighs just under 70,300 kilograms with 3,881 millimeters of track on the ground. Plus, its high horsepower reverse feature offers 20% more power in reverse. It also offers after-treatment solutions to meet the needs of the global market with US EPA Tier 4 final EU Stage 5 as well as Tier 2 equivalent designs. Clutch torque. Its stator clutch torque converter and load sensing hydraulics help increase efficiency by 6% compared to the D10T2. Additionally, a combination of improved technology, longer component life, extended oil changes, and increased serviceability helps to reduce maintenance and repair costs by up to 8% compared with its predecessor and deliver industry-leading low cost of ownership. Major components, including the frame and powertrain, can be rebuilt using new, remanufactured, or used parts and components for a cost-effective second machine life. Undercarriage offerings. Undercarriage-driven improvements to the D10 help to drive enhancements to the entire machine. With a focus on delivering the right value for mining operations, 3 undercarriage offerings are available for the D10: General Duty (GD), Heavy Duty (HD), and Heavy Duty Extended Life (HDXL). Providing 20 to 40% longer life than the HD undercarriage, the HDXL with Duralink design offers an 8,000-hour bushing seal life. Dual tilt. Standard dual tilt allows the operator to optimize blade pitch angle, improving load control and making it possible to carry material instead of only pushing it. The C27 engine automatically switches engine power settings based on the direction of travel, delivering 20% more power in reverse for reduced cycle times. Automatic ripper control, optional, automatically controls ripper height to limit track slip, reducing operator fatigue. Optional Cat Grade Control 3D uses dual ROPS-mounted GNSS antennas and in-cylinder sensors to provide precise positioning of the cutting edge. The re-engineered engine compartment with a single plane cooling system improves heat dissipation and delivers improved serviceability and cleanout space. A 50% higher capacity oil pan improves average oil quality and extends change intervals by up to 250 hours more than the D10 T2. Modern cool display. Inside the cab, a new multicolor touchscreen display monitors machine performance and enables the operator to tailor machine parameters to the application. The in-cab touchscreen information display is larger, faster, and more powerful with increased memory and an intuitive menu structure. The optional work monitor screen collects machine data and provides real-time feedback on machine performance to optimize productivity. On top of that, the optional 360 vision camera system and in-cab display further enhance visibility. An optional powered ladder with lockout protection improves access and egress. The operator station offers an exceptional viewing area with a tapered hood, notched fuel tank, and narrow ripper carriage to give the operator a clear line of sight to the front and rear work areas. Ground level access, forward hinging cab door, removed lift cylinder grease points, and secondary retention on hinged belly guards provide a greater level of safety for service personnel. Technology plays an increased role in the design and performance of the new D10, and it's future-ready to integrate tomorrow's technology advancements. Standard dual tilt and automated blade assist (ABA) reduce operator workload by automating blade movement to preset load, carry, and spread positions. Remote flash and remote troubleshooting are also part of the standard technology package for remote software updates and diagnostic testing. Optional technologies like Auto Carry, Cat Grade Control 3D, and Automatic Ripper Control allow mines to customize the dozer to site conditions and increase productivity and efficiency. MineStar technology. The D10 comes out of the factory ready to integrate Cat MineStar technology, which takes accuracy, efficiency, and safety even further. MineStar Command for dozing offers multiple levels of remote control and even semi-autonomous operation, helping increase operator safety and comfort, as well as the productivity of the dozer fleet. MineStar Terrain with automatic blade control feature provides full automatics, full blade load, and overcut protection integrated into the machine control system. Adding more to its wonders, MineStar Terrain for grading monitors ore bodies, bench heights, cycle times, and volume of material cut and filled. Inputs from the office tell operators where to dig or cut, and how much material to move when they've moved enough, and even if they've moved too much. The D10 leaves the factory ready for seamless integration of MineStar Command for dozing. Command offers multiple levels of remote control operation, helping increase operator safety and comfort, as well as the productivity of your dozer fleet. Whether you choose the over-the-shoulder remote control console or the remote operator station, your operators can have full control of the dozer without being exposed to dust, noise, vibration, or other hazards. Cat blades. Here comes the best part now, which is solely responsible for the whole job. As perfect and vibrant as D10 itself, cat blades are aggressive in tough materials and offer superior loadability. Work tool operations are available for applications requiring high-capacity blades for light materials. Cat blades have the ability to resist torsional bending and distortion and offer increased wear resistance without sacrificing machine balance or performance. Specialty attachments include single-shank ripper, multi-shank ripper, and counterweight. Fire suppression system. To ensure optimal safety, Caterpillar offers two fire suppression options for their machinery: Fire Suppression Ready and Full Factory Install. The Fire Suppression Ready option includes brackets mounted to the rear of the fender and additional weldments across the machine, facilitating easier field installation. For the D10 models, the Full Factory Install provides the Ansel 210 Liquid Vehicle System (LVS) with the design integrated into the machinery's hosing, cabling, and nozzle placement. The Fire Suppression Ready option includes one or two brackets for a 10-gallon Ansel LVS tank, tested thoroughly to ensure an optimal mounting location that doesn't affect operator visibility. Caterpillar provides the second option, a full factory install option, partnering with Ansel to equip the D10 Dozer with the LVS system. This system not only suppresses fires but also cools superheated surfaces, blankets fuel, and cuts off oxygen to prevent reflash. Choosing the factory installed option allows for faster deployment, less on-site labour, and a thoroughly tested and validated fire suppression system, ensuring reliability and efficiency in protecting your equipment and reducing downtime. Proving the claims, Caterpillar recently compared the performance of the D10 against the D10 T2 at an open-cast mine in the western US. Over a 3-day test period, operators ran both models in manual mode with no advanced blade control features. To ensure a fair comparison, observers confirmed the health of each machine prior to the production study. For this production study, both dozers were configured equally and were in similar conditions. Each unit was outfitted with new tracks, blade cutting edges, and end bits prior to starting. The study focused on slot dozing to preserve survey result integrity. Minimizing result variability caused by material distances across pit width, the dozers alternated between pits. After the first half of each test, the operators switched machines, and both operators employed front-to-back dozing and manual gear selection operating techniques. The material consisted of previously moved overburden, compressed over time by high haul traffic, and observers estimated bank density at 2,280 kilograms per cubic meter. On test day 1, the tested area included 2 sets of 6 slots approximately 200 feet wide and 190 feet long. Slot width measured 20 feet with 4.615 feet of space between each slot, allowing each dozer to push 3 total slots per set while mixing very little fill material. The test area was level, loading, and carry segments were flat, and the fill produced about a 5% uphill grade. Observers noted this test area had been well compacted by the thousands of truck cycles driven over the surface. Each dozer spent additional time prying out rocks and/or reloading blades for portions of the runs. Subsequent days saw material loaded easier or with trucks recently moving the material, resulting in fewer unproductive operations on days 2 and 3. On day 2, testing moved to the edge of the truck dump site with an average 20% downhill grade and a slot length of approximately 74 feet. The material was similar to the previous day, but not as compacted, making it easier to load. Day 2 also focused on the new D10's faster reverse speeds. Traveling up the 20% grade in second gear reverse, the D10 was more than 5% faster than the D10 T2 at 7.97 km per hour. Its optimized forward gear performance also delivered 5% more cycles per hour, with 4% more cubic yards per cycle than the D10 T2. On day 3, trucks hauled material from a single source and the machines dozed the truckloads into a solid berm to create a depth and height, allowing for full blade loads to be pushed in each pass. The berm was divided equally between the D10 and D10 T2 based on a center point. The operators picked up full blade loads on each pass and rebuilt the safety berm on the edge of the dump during each push. The new D10 was nearly 7% more efficient, primarily due to drivetrain improvements and other efficiencies. Here is how this study was conducted and its results, proving how the new D10 differs from its predecessors. Test procedures implemented for the production study enabled a fair comparison of dozer performance by minimizing the effects of operator skill level, technique, and other outside factors. The 3-day study of the new D10 Dozer reinforced claims of productivity and fuel efficiency improvements in all operating conditions, including the new D10 is 3 to 7% more productive than the D10 T2 in all tests. The D10 offers 5 to 9% more fuel efficiency across a range of applications, including production dozing and truck dump support work. High horsepower reverse with the new D10's optimized drivetrain improved productivity by offering nearly 5% reduced total cycle times in downhill dozing. Both operators preferred the D10's hydraulic response over the D10 T2 in production dozing and berm building. Seamless transitions between locked and unlocked stator modes of the stator clutch torque divider improved efficiency without operator input. Well, now we have reached the point where we can easily say that the new D10 has proven its capabilities, supporting performance claims with tangible results. As a worthy successor to the Cat D10 Dozer line, it is expected to continue establishing its reputation as it is deployed across the industry. With this, today's video has reached the end. Share your thoughts about the magnanimity of D10 in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for amazing details on magical and powerful machines, and see you in the next video.